Oh, hello. Well, I got a question for you. Tidbits from the Love Notes. What do we have to say about all the things that are happening in our lives that are difficult and troublesome? Here we go with an everyday story. This just happened to me. So I was talking to a guy, you know, that he said he didn't believe in love God anymore. He didn't believe in love God or Jesus anymore. He didn't believe in it anymore. He was getting thrown curveballs. He said, I keep getting thrown curveballs. He said, I want to know why this stuff is happening to me. Why is this happening to me? I'm so upset. My girlfriends left me. We were together, and but she was with me, my kids knew, but I mean, she was married, and she had some kids, but she was going to get divorced. She hadn't done it yet, but she was doing that, and we were sleeping together. And then she left me. I mean, we broke up. Something happened. And so then the landlord kicked me out of my apartment. He said the reefer was smelling in the apartment. He said the reefer was smelling and annoying the neighbors. And I was trying to keep it down. I told the kids to be quiet. We doing this. Me and the guys, we haven't been smoking reefer and all this stuff. And I was trying to keep it down. But he said I had to leave. So I'm like, why is this happening to me? And I'm saying, did you ever think that sometimes we do things that are wrong and we know they're wrong and we do them anyhow? We know they're wrong and we do it anyhow. So this guy was doing the smoking of the reefer in front of his kids. And I mean, he wasn't thinking about it, that it was anything, and he couldn't believe that it was going all out in the hallway, affecting the neighbors and everything. He got put out. And the kids, the kids are holy. The kids belong to God. Children belong to God. They are holy. They're a special holy gift that comes to us. And we need to do them right. The thing is, we want a right, loving life. We want that to happen for us, right? Yeah, that's what we want to happen, a right, loving life. So we have to do right living. We can't be doing wrong life living and then expect right life living to happen for us. So we got to have a life of love centered in love God. And that's like, for the start, join a God-centered church, and take your kids there and get baptized. And let's some miracles happen, And once you do that, you're going to have a better life, and the life will be more God-centered and wholesome, and give your kids a chance, to see what right living and loving is like, and concentrate on that. And we won't have these crazy things happening in our lives that we wonder what in the world is happening. And if something does happen, even though we've gotten all invested and we've been going to services, we got baptized, we're trying to turn our life around, and something happened, God will give us the strength to endure. He speaks that in Isaiah 41. He speaks that I will strengthen you. I will strengthen you and hold on to you. So, I mean, things are always going to happen because that's life, and things happen. We have free will. But I mean, we need the strength of God to be able to deal with what happens. We don't need to be throwing our hands up in the air and saying we done with love God, you know? And so basically, we don't want these crazy things happening to us. And we know that's stated in Romans 2, 8 to 12. Now, actually, that's a reverse, because actually what Romans 2, 8 to 12 states is that we who seek ourselves and follow evil have negative consequences. And so that's why we see that following ourselves and then following behind evil. And Romans 6 states the wages of sin is death. So, I mean, we got to believe, and we got to do right, because we got to do right because right is right, And so tidbit number 1, join a God-centered church and take your kids. And tidbit number 2, get baptized. Get your kids baptized. And tidbit number 3, clean up our act. Clean up our act and live right life, And if we've already done it before, do it again, because it's not working. Okay, so these are tidbits for the love notes. I hope it gave you something to think about, or if you aren't in this state, you can certainly share this with somebody else that you see that's way off track and wondering, why is this happening to me? Okay, so let's do our healthy living, healthy eating, healthy workout, healthy loving, caring for others, and know that we love you. All right, talk to you soon. Bye bye, folks.